So something all of you know, maybe you don't know, I'll just give you a small wrap up here. Ki what are the main functions of an HR? HR karti kya hai? Okay. So recruitment, so like end to exit, like sorry, start to exit. पहले recruitment करना होता है, onboarding करना होता है. Now this is also a major topic, onboarding. So what I have seen, in many companies, onboarding का मतलब क्या होता है? People will come, आप एक PPT चला दोगे, PPT से दिखाते रहोगे, okay? ठीक है? You will show the PPT and then वो बैठा रहेगा बस. So what will happen is, people will feel like ये क्या हो रहा है? ये तो PPT में वैसे भी देख सकता था. You could have easily emailed me. I could have seen the PPT. Now there's a problem here, okay? We don't have to do it such a way. We have to make it interactive, make it more happening. Ki wo, the person feels like they have joined somewhere where they can see a future here. Do not just read the PPT or do not just give a pile of paper. Fill up the form here and this is done. Your onboarding is done. So this is not the way it should be. Performance management. So there are tools who are managing the performance, but unfortunately these tools which I have used, be the expensive or the cheaper ones, they do it as a you'll have to do the work sort of a thing. In a year you have to update the app, or maybe every 6 months you do some minor updation. But this is what performance management is not about. Performance management includes many things. You'll have to give a proper feedback. It has to be monthly at the least. If you can't do it on a weekly, then it's fine, but still you have to do it on a monthly basis. Every month the feedback, be it good, be it bad, has to go from the management or the manager to the team members. And then only you can expect someone to improve. You should be clear that you are giving feedback regularly. If the person is still not improving, that's a different case. But you are doing your job in a very good way. And HR has to ensure this. When I started this process in TNS, there were lots of resistance because the manager का काम बढ़ गया था. They have to give feedback. So they said, no, वो तो साल में एक बार था, ठीक था. But once they started using it, जिसमें हमने HR को बहुत force करना पड़ा था, and after a year or so, they understood the benefit. And now, even after so many years, this process is going on in TNS without any sort of reminders. They really like कि मैं महीने में feedback दे रहा हूँ. And the employees themselves also get the benefit. Training and development. Now, this is a very important core area. This has really been ignored by the HR team because again, they are stuck with their day-to-day work. So this is something which you'll have to do. वो कैसे करना है, क्यों करना है, वो बाद में presentation में पता चलेगा. But this is very important. Okay, you'll have to do training and development. You don't have to do it hard way. You'll call someone to an office or Zoom meeting लगाओगे and then you'll start the training. You don't have to do it in that way. There are different ways of doing it. जो मैं आपको training में सिखाता हूँ in my L&D class. So business communication, HR is the sole spoke or the bridge between the management and the team. So there is to be good communication. जहाँ पे see if communication passes between multiple people, now communication sort of breaks down. So flow टूटना नहीं चाहिए. There's a proper communication between the management and the team and vice versa. Okay. Compliances, again, this is a core area, but unfortunately automation can't be done. Whatever government rules and regulations are, you'll have to follow this. Payroll management, again, this is not a core area of HR. So what I get to know from the training is 95% of the HR do not work in payroll because that's the work of the accounts team. So that's fine, no problem. But it's always good to add value to your job. So payroll managing is also a value addition to your job. So always try to create this. And now for payroll, you need some compliance knowledges. So don't worry, the sheet which I provide or the process which I provide has all these things mentioned there. So you don't have to spend much time in knowing it. Just understand the sheet, understand the tool which I give in the training, and then you can learn it as well. And even if you make a mistake, the mistakes are also found out in that sheet. Somewhere or the other, you can find out if you have made any mistake. So this is a very good way to enhance your skill or learn a few things. Employee welfare. Now this no app will teach you. No app will teach you what is an employee welfare or how to do it. And this is one area where the HR thinks, just let me complete the work as a work. So this is the main focus. Like performance management, your focus also has to be on welfare and it has to be on a regular basis. ये नहीं कि साल में एक बार आपने किसी को प्राइज दे दिया और साल में किसी एक बार आपने appreciate कर दिया. It has to be an ongoing thing. It cannot be fixed कि we'll always do it on this day. If someone is doing good, someone is doing something wonderful, you need to appreciate or make it known to them. So this is to be a long, continuous process. And there are so many ways of doing it. So in the class, I teach them how you can do so. social media is one very good example where you can, leverage and welfare, rewards and recognition. One of the very big ways of appreciating someone. So guys, can someone give me some more example of of welfare? So I just give one or two. What you can do to make your employees happy in the company. So, you need to keep one thing in mind. Okay, always keep one thing in mind while giving this rewards and recognition. Try to keep the financial aspect under control, because else your management will never approve it if you're trying to spend too much of money. So what we try to do is we try to not value it in terms of cash or something related to finance. Do not try to correlate with finance, because at the end salary is given, other benefits are given. It's more of a recognition. It's more of a recognition. Try to recognize it, and do not recognize it in a secluded environment. Do it near everyone. So what our RNR is, near multi. So we have 2-3 companies that Sanjeev sir is managing in one building. So all the people come from the multiple companies, and we do this recognition. So it's not that just CEOITBOX people are getting recognized within the 30-40 people. It's within the 100, 200 or 500 people they are getting recognized. It's a very big value addition thing. We also try to update the social media accordingly, linking them that you have been given an award. Okay, so try to keep the cash component at the lowest, because at the end, sometime it may stop. If you're starting something, you cannot stop it. So try to keep the cash component at the lowest. Yeah, now if you want to include cash, now what you can do is, so I didn't get that response in the chat. One thing which is very important, especially now with COVID and all, I think the people have started appreciating it. Try to give them mediclaim facility. This is a cash factor, of course, but this is a very nice thing, and it shows that you care for your employees. Okay, mediclaim facility. One thing which is it might be costly, so you can just see how you can make use of it. Now, one very simple thing which none of you have mentioned is providing a nice infrastructure within the company. To give you a very small example, once person enters the office, coming from a hot and humid on a humid month, the AC should be working fine. The place where the person is sitting, the desk, the simple chair, the laptop, the desktop, this should not be faulty. You're just entering a sheet and it takes 10 minutes to open. So your all motivation goes away. So very small things. Try to make the office infrastructure very colorful. Put some nice posters and all. Do not make it dull like white color, very dull color. Make it very colorful. People will feel an energy once they come in. So try to tap in their energy. Yeah, display their picture, put notice boards. So what I did once was, we had a very big notice board in TNS. So we did an appreciation post. So anyone can appreciate anyone. They will just write in a small sticky pad and they will just paste it. So, we found very nice. In fact, someone also used poetry to praise someone. So, small things you can do. It doesn't have to relate to money. So money is the last thing. Please be careful. Do not try to give money. Try to give them recognition. Try to really appreciate what they have done. See, money is the biggest motivator. Everyone knows this. All of us, even the owners need money, the employee need money, everyone needs money. But had money been the only motivating factor in a company, so no one would have left Google, Facebook, or Apple. They are the best company to work with as per the surveys. They are the best salary provider, best atmosphere they provide. But still people leave the company. There are various reasons to it. In bigger companies, I have worked with Tech Mahindra, where there are 30,000 people at that time. The recognition thing was not at all there. You just come in, do your work, no one even bothers to check on you. Even your manager doesn't know that you're in the office, because such a big company, so many team members are there. So in bigger companies, recognition is not at all there. So try to bring the recognition more into it. Okay. So these are the normal things which you can do.